This morning, we're taking a closer look at the measles outbreak that's happening in South Florida right now. Health officials have confirmed at least 6 measles cases so far linked to a Broward County elementary school.
But now doctors worry we could soon see spread in other parts of the state. Our Larissa Scott joining us now in studio with more. Good morning, Larissa.
Hey, good morning, James and Dia. Well, as health officials track those cases, doctors are growing concerned because measles is a highly contagious disease with no specific treatment that can be deadly.
Is this a bad thing? Definitely. It has been tragic in the past.
Doctors across the state of Florida are now on high alert for measles after an outbreak has been linked to Manatee Bay Elementary School in Broward County. They believe this outbreak has likely been caused by a recent decrease in vaccinations.
As vaccination rates have fallen, it's definitely become more of a concern and something that I'm actually looking out for.
It happens every time something introduces the idea of vaccine hesitancy. And so with COVID, there was so much vaccine hesitancy around the COVID vaccine, so much purposefully spread mis and disinformation.
Experts believe the vaccination rate has also declined because since the COVID-19 pandemic, people have gotten out of the routine of going to the doctor.
And so we see outbreaks in measles with people that fall between the cracks because of their age.
Health officials say this recent measles outbreak is concerning, especially if vaccination rates keep declining.
And so the ramification for this is serious. It's not something to mess around with. What we did was vaccinate and try to get rid of it. And so I think that hesitancy piece is very scary.
Measles is highly contagious. It starts with a fever and soon after causes a cough, runny nose, and red eyes. Then white spots can appear in the mouth and a rash of tiny red spots breaks out first on the head and then spreads to the rest of the body. Measles can lead to serious complications.
It actually has a fairly high mortality rate among children, so up to 3 in 1,000 children can pass away from it.
Even if you recover from measles, it can still affect you down the road.
You may not know that it's actually caused a brain infection that doesn't show up for 10 years and is fatal.
While this current outbreak isn't widespread, and at this point chances for contracting it are low, doctors say more cases are likely to be reported in the coming weeks, so they want families to be aware of the symptoms just in case, especially if they're unvaccinated.
I would say if you have any concerns, your child has been exposed, or they're starting to develop any of these symptoms, getting evaluated by a provider right away is really important.
Now, there are certain groups of people who are more susceptible to measles. Those include children under 5 and anyone who's immunocompromised or pregnant. For details on the disease, head to abcactionnews.com.